Good morning, students. Let us know about the French Revolution. It is the first chapter of your history, class 9th. See, French Revolution started in 1789. It is the series of events started by the middle class, shaken up the upper classes. It means some lack of things were going on in upper classes, and because of that only the middle class has shaken them. The people revolted against the cruel regime of monarchy. This revolution put forward the ideas of liberty, fraternity, and equality. These were the main ideas of French Revolution. The French Revolution began on 14th of July 1789 with the storming of the fortress prison, the Bastille. Bastille, the fortress prison, was hated by all the French people because it stood for the despotic power of the king. That is why when they attack and then they demolish the fortress. Then some causes of French Revolution was there. These causes are divided into three major points: social cause, political cause, and the economic cause. First, I am telling you about the social cause. French society was divided into three estates during the late 18th century. You had already seen in this pyramid also, which is shown by three color: red color, purple, and blue. Red color stood for third estate, purple stand for second estate, and the blue color stands for the first estate. So who were the people who comprises these three estate? The first estate is actually the clergy group. In this, the group of persons involved in church matters comes. And in second estate, the nobles or the nobility, persons who have high rank in the state administration or those who were loyal to the king. And in third estate comprises of big businessmen, merchants, court officials, lawyers, peasants, and artisans. Apart from that, so many landless labor, poor servants, peasants, all of them were the part of third estate. See why this unrest was there among the third estate. First two classes were exempted from paying the taxes. It means they were not supposed to pay any sort of taxes. They only enjoy the privileges by birth. Noble classes also enjoy the feudal privileges. Feudal privileges means the lower one people has to render the service to the upper one, and those who are there in second group, and they have to render their services to the first group. And above all, king is to be taken all the services of these three estate. Only the members of the third estate had to pay taxes to the states. They not only have to pay the taxes, but they are supposed to pay the two types of taxes. One tax is actually known as the direct tax, and which is called as a taille. And also this tax is directly paid for the state. And also a number of indirect taxes were taken by the French government, which were charged on the articles of everyday consumption. It means the things which were used in our daily life, from that only they were taking the tax, like salt and tobacco. Another type of tax was known as a taille. Another type of tax was known as taille, which was also collected by the church from the peasants. So church and nobility were only 10% of population but possessed 60% of lands. And the third estate was 90% of the population but they possessed only 40% of land. Second, the economic cause. Second, the economic cause. So, what was this economic cause? This type of unrest, which was there in the French society, create a kind of unrest among the people, and people were finding very difficulty in their survival. That is why this situation, along with this, along with this, the price of the bread, which is the daily need, was rising very high. That is why in front of people subsistence crisis occur. What is this subsistence crisis? Learn it from the glossary which is given in your book. See, the population of the France rose about 23 millions in 1715 to 28 millions in 1789. First, why subsistence crisis was there? Because of high population, the rapid increase in population. So the increase in the demand for the food grains, however, production could not keep pace with the means was not able to keep the balance with the demand, which ultimately increased the prices of the food grains. It means when more people are there and the demand is also increased, and when government fails to match with the population with their food grains, then what happened? It is led to the increase of the prices of the food grains. Most of the workers work as laborers in the workshops, and they did not see increase in their wages. It means their income was not increased, but the prices of the daily needs were increased. So situation become very worst. Situation become very worst whenever drought or hail reduce the harvest, because agriculture is the farming activity. When it receives the proper or balanced rainfall and other things, then it gives the good crops. But during the time of drought and flood, it reduced the crop production also. This led to the scarcity of food grain or subsistence crisis, which started occurring frequently during the old regime, during the old system. What was this old system in France? The French monarchy system. Now, third one is the political cause. See, what was this political cause? Louis XVI, as I told you earlier also, Louis XVI came into the power in 1774 with empty treasure. Now, reason is that why the French government has this empty treasure. See, because of long years of war had drained all the financial resources of France, and under the Louis XVI, France had the 13 American colonies to gain their independence from the common enemy. And who was their common enemy? This Britain, which added more than a billion lever, the French currency, to a debt that had already rising to more than 2 billion levers. Then an extravagant court means extra decoration which is spent on the Palace of Versailles, that also needs a huge amount of money. Another point of political cause, to meet all its regular expenses, such as the cost of maintaining an army, the court, running of the government offices, universities, the state was forced to increase the taxes. Means इन सारे डिमांड्स को पूरा करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट हैज टू इंक्रीज द टैक्सेस. Now, the rise of the The rise of the middle class. See, this rise of the middle class has come only from the third estate. In third estate, some intellectual or high educated people were there, those who have a little voice against this one, against the king. So, what were their ideas? How did they inspire the people or prepare the platform for the French Revolution? In 18th century, witnessed the emergence, means the starting of the social groups termed as middle class. It means in 18th century, the new social group emerged, which is known as middle classes, who earned their wealth sorry, who earned their wealth through overseas trade, means they have a business in outside the country, from manufacturing of goods and professions. This class was educated and believed that no group in the society should be privileged by birth. These were their ideas. There were They were inspired by the ideas put forward by the various philosophers like John Locke, Rousseau, Mirabeau, ABCs, and became a matter of talk intensively for those classes in saloon and coffee houses, and spread their ideas through books and newspaper. Most of the population was not highly qualified, they were not well educated, so they did not understand these ideas. So the people from middle class, during the free hours when they were there in saloons and coffee houses, they talk about their ideas and other people listen those ideas. In this way, they were also inspired by these ideas of philosophers. The American Constitution and its guarantee of individual right was an important example for the political thinkers in France. As earlier also I told you, French army helped the British colonies in America to gain their independence. When their new institution, or named as Constitution, came and it guaranteed the individual's right, it was inspired all the political thinkers in France. Now, what was the role of this philosopher group? Or sometimes in exam, describe the role of the philosophers and their contribution in the revolution comes. In this answer, at least you have to take the name of few philosophers and the books which were written by them and main central idea of their book. Welcome. I'm giving you the example also. I'm giving you the example also. See, first, John Locke. John Locke had written a book named The Two Treatises of Government, in which he criticized the doctrine of the divine and absolute right of the monarch. Second name is Jean Jacques Rousseau. Commonly we call him Rousseau. He has written a book named Social Contract, in which he proposed a form of government which is based on social contract between the people and their representative. Montesquieu. Montesquieu, the third important philosopher of France, had written a book named The Spirit of the Laws. The Spirit of the Laws, in which he proposed a division of power within the government between the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. See, these were the ideas which actually gave the idea of new government to entire world also. Presently we have lot of democratic countries which is based on this division of power like the legislative, executive and judiciary. Then what happened? The outbreak of the revolution, or what happened in France during the late 18th century. Louis XVI was called an assembly. See, I told you earlier that king decided to increase the taxes. He himself cannot increase any tax. So he had to bring or call a meeting of the Estate General. And this Estate General, which is known as the political body of France, has to pass the proposal to increase the taxes on 5th May 1789. Then what happened? The first and the second estate, sent 300 representatives each, who were seated in rows facing each other on two sides. While the 600 members, the diagram is also given in your book also, beta. The diagram is given in your book also. So please go through your book also. While 600 members of the third estate had to stand at the back. See, you can easily see first two groups were getting the seats to sit, whereas the third group has to stand. First inequality which was existed in the French society, you can see here only. The third estate was represented by its more prosperous and educated members only, while peasants, artisans and women were denied entry to the assembly. In this assembly of this Estate General, only the prosperous and the educated people were allowed, and rest of them were not getting any sort of entry in this assembly. Then on 20th of June, the representatives of the Estate General assembled in the hall of an indoor tennis court grounds of Versailles, where they declared themselves as a national assembly, and vowed to draft a constitution for France, because the Estate General body did not pay attention to the demand of the third estate. That is why on 20th June, the representatives of the third estate declared themselves into an constitutional country or a state with the formation of a national assembly, and they decided to draft a new constitution for France. Then Mirabeau, a noble and Abbassies, was a priest, led to the third estate. While the National Assembly was busy at Versailles in drafting the constitution, the rest of the France was in trouble. So what were the events, what were the things that time going in France? Now I am telling you. Say, severe winter destroy the food crops. Which resulted in increase in the food prices. The bakers also hoarded supplies of bread for making greater profit. यानी कि जो दुकानदार लोग थे वो भी अपना मुनाफा कमाने की सोचने लगे. After spending hours in long queue of the bakery, crowd of angry women stormed into the shops. इतनी लंबी क्यू बनाने के बाद में भी if you did not get the bread, then women also stormed into the shops. At the same time, the king ordered the troop to move into Paris and on 14th July, the agitation was stormed and destroyed the Bastille jail. So in the countryside, means in the rural areas, a kind of rumor was spread from village to village that the lords of the manor, the definition of the manor, the big landowners, is written in the glossary or in new words, were on their way to destroy the ripe crops through their hired gang. मीन्स जो बड़े बड़े जितने भी ये पीज वो थे फार्मर्स और जो रिच लोग थे, उनकी जो क्रॉप जो ऑलरेडी स्टोर करके रखा गया था उसे बर्बाद करना शुरू कर दिया. ड्यू टू फियर, peasants in several districts attacked the castle of nobles, looted the hoarded grains and burned down documents containing records of monarchical dues. यानी कि जो भी मोनार्की को ड्यूज उन्हें पे करने थे वो सब के सब रिकॉर्ड उन्होंने खराब कर दिए. Then till to 4th of August 1789, France was experiencing same type of conditions. Large number of nobles fled away from their homes and many were migrated to the neighboring countries. So on August 4, 1789, France passed the law for abolishing the means khatam karna what the feudal system of obligation and the taxes. The members of the clergy were also forced to give up their privileges. See, what was the result of this Bastille jail storm? These were the changes which have been brought. Is that clear? Once again, I am revising. The law was made to abolish the feudal system of obligation and taxes. The members of the clergy were also forced to give up their by birth privileges. Tithith were abolished and lands owned by the church were confiscated. In this way, France became an constitutional monarchy in 1791. See this chart, or you can say the flow chart. It is also given in the book. From that only you can see. Now, the last point of today's lecture is the abolition of monarchy in France. And France became a constitutional monarch. The main points of this session I am telling you. The National Assembly completed the drafting of the Constitution in 1791, and the main object was to put a limitation on the powers of the monarch. The powers were now separated and assigned to the different institutions. It means that when the power was earlier, the power was remain in the hand of one person. Now it is divided into different institutions named as the legislature, executive and judiciary. The Constitution of 1791 gave the power of making laws in the hands of the National Assembly. Earlier it was in the hands of Estate General. Now it is in the hands of the National Assembly, which is indirectly elected. The National Assembly was elected by a group of electors which were chosen by the active citizens. Now you may have the question, who were these active citizens? After the storming of Revolution or Bastille jail, the changes were brought in French society. People were divided into two categories, the active citizen and the passive citizens. Active citizens were actually those citizens who were only men above than 25 years and who pay the taxes equal to at least 3 days of labor's wages. It means in active citizen, they have to pay the 3 days salary as the tax, and remaining men and women were classed as the passive citizens and they do not have any voting right. Is that clear? Now, we will meet in next session of this French Revolution. Till then, I had completed the first unit and I had started the second unit. Is that clear? Please go through your book also. Hello, good morning, students. Let us discuss about the French Revolution. The French Revolution is